Okay, we're live. Oh my gosh. I should probably cleaned up my desk before I did this, but you know what? We roll with the punches. So I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited to lead this new moon meditation. Let me go live on Instagram. Okay. Do not disturb is on. Gonna do the live, everyone. You're now live. Okay, I'm live on Instagram and Facebook. Ugh, I hate when there's technical challenges. I like to try to line them up so that I'm looking at the same camera, but it's a terrible view. Let me fix it. Okay, so this is a disaster. Okay, hold on. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Let me fix this real quick. All right, chaotic new moon energy, here we go. So thank you so much to everyone who's joining, whether you're catching live or catching the recording. I'm just gonna give it a minute to get started. I took some notes in terms of this new moon meditation. It's a very exciting day and exciting time. And by that, I woke up this morning and I was just so frustrated and I just had I had a pretty rough morning, and with this, there was an eclipse yesterday. So the energy right now is very transitional. And it was really interesting to see how many other people were also going through transitions. So I thought that this was a really good opportunity to just meditate and ground ourselves. And, with eclipse energy, it's typically not necessarily suggested to use this as a manifestation catalyst. So this isn't the best time necessarily to sit and do rituals for manifesting, but it's a good time to there's so much chaotic sounds and stuff going on outside. It's a really good time to just think about where you want to be in the next 6 months. So I've kind of shifted the way that I view manifesting and the way that I look at bringing in new things into my life. And instead of necessarily thinking about specific things that I'm looking to call in or specific, I want to manifest this, I want to do this, I really have started to look at it more so this is the way that I want to feel. And so taking a step back and putting the pressure off of this is a list of things that I want to experience in my life, just thinking about the way that I want to feel instead. So with eclipses, again, you'll probably hear don't use this to manifest, it's chaotic, tense energy. But there's little caveats to that because you're always manifesting and you're manifesting by the way that you're feeling. So your feelings are putting out your vibration and your vibration is what's attracting things back to you. So with meditation, this is one of my favorite tools just to kind of realign my energy, to center, to focus, and to kind of check myself and ground and get to where I want to go. So you can do this any point of the year, but this week has just been so chaotic. And so I think it's a really nice opportunity to just pause and think about, okay, I may not know exactly what my life's going to look like in 6 months, but I do know the way that I probably want to feel. I know the challenges that I'm facing today, and I know that I'm going to be on the other side of these. So knowing that it's inevitable that you're going to find solutions to your current problems, think about the way that you want to feel on the other side of things. So this is kind of the whole theme of this meditation, is embracing the uncertainty of the moment. And knowing you don't need to know exactly what you want your life to look like in 6 months, but just tapping into the feeling of what you want to experience. So with that, I invite you to go ahead and ground. Just find a comfortable place. You can put your feet on the ground flat so that your energy channels are uncrossed, and then you can put your hands down flat on your lap. So I invite you to go ahead and just get comfortable. Take a deep breath in and close your eyes. And go ahead and release your energy. Release your breath. Breathe in again, holding at the top, and let go of anything that's kind of accumulated or that you may have picked up going into this point of the day. And just really focusing on the breath. You can breathe in through your nose naturally and just set the intention that with every breath that you breathe in, you're inviting in calming, grounding energy. And with every breath that you're releasing, you're letting go of any anxiety, any nerves, anything that's no longer serving you. And so often our breath is kind of on the back burner. And it's a passive process that we go through as we go from meeting to meeting, or as we go from working to hanging out with friends and being social. So just breathing in and releasing and setting the intention. Think about your life, maybe everything that you've experienced so far this year. All the beautiful moments, maybe the moments of struggle or challenge, or maybe things have just turned out a little bit differently than you've expected. Or maybe you wanted to be somewhere and you're not currently there. Reminding yourself that it's okay and that all of those moments brought you to where you're at right now. And see how it feels to accept that you're exactly where you're meant to be right now. This moment right now is perfect. And as you said in meditation, taking this moment to honor yourself and how far you've come, I invite you to place your hand on your heart and a hand on your belly if that feels good. And really connect to yourself. And you can connect to your higher self, like the highest expression of yourself, the person who has all of the things that you're wanting to accomplish, the version of you who's experiencing it now. And I invite you to call in this energy into this space. And sitting in and just feeling how nice it is to know that you're on this path where your goals are inevitable as you keep putting in the work and trusting yourself and making decisions that put you in alignment with your truth. So as you look and you connect with this version of yourself, you can either imagine them sitting in front of you, you can feel them in your heart, you can kind of feel it in your auric field. Think about if there's anything you'd like to ask yourself pertaining to the next 6 months. If there's any decisions you're facing or any changes you know that you're going through, just have this conversation and ask yourself what you would like to know regarding what's going on in the next 6 months. And hear them respond. I invite you to ask this version of yourself as well, is there anything that you can tell me that will help me through the transitions of these next 6 months? Is there a word? Is there a piece of advice you can give me? And it can be so simple. The message that came through for me, which I'd like to share for you, is trust yourself. And as we sit with our future selves, they're not going to be here for the whole meditation, so I invite you to just ask if there's any final words of wisdom I'd like to instill upon you. And you can thank them. Take a moment of gratitude, thank them, and invite them to leave the space, or continue to just guide you through this next phase of life. So now that you've received a little bit of wisdom from your future self, and even if it doesn't feel like you consciously received it, you made the connection, so you're opening yourself up to receiving it. Sometimes we don't receive what we're asking for in the moment because it's going to hit us at a later time. But you set the intention, and that's the biggest part of your work. So what we're going to do is we're going to ground our energy. So I invite you now to put your hands back on your lap, palms facing down, and root down, and feel your feet flat on the ground. And with your feet flat on the ground, I invite you to draw attention to the connection you have to the earth right now. Even if you're in a high rise or not necessarily feet to the grass, you're still connected to the earth. And with being connected to the earth, you can imagine little roots coming out of your feet and diving down into the core of the earth. Now these little roots serve as grounding cords, similarly to roots that support plants. You can release and draw from through these channels. They're two-way channels. And so you can imagine the grounding cord or the roots coming out of your feet. I like to imagine mine looking similar to roots of a plant. And go ahead and release and imagine just the downward flow of energy that's no longer serving you. Anything that's not helping you get to where you want to go. Any feelings, any situations, and just imagine it simultaneously being sent down into the earth. And with that, energy cannot be created or destroyed. So with that, you will be receiving neutralizing earth energy in exchange. And with this neutral earth energy, you can imagine any natural element that feels supportive to you. This can be water, it can be dirt, sand, wind, fire. Any natural earth element that feels healing for you in this moment. And I invite you to call it forth through the grounding cords that are on the bottom of your feet. And as you call up this energy through the cords, you can feel it starting to make its way up through your body. You feel it making its way up through your feet, your shins, your knees, and again, repeating this constant exchange of energy. Any aches or pains or any energy that's not feeling good, you just can release it and replace it with this neutral earth energy. It's just a process of cleaning your energetic channels. You feel this earth energy coming up through your legs, your seat, okay, your butt, your belly, chest, neck. And take a moment to really let this energy sit here on your throat. So often we can look back on past situations and wish that we would have said something differently or spoken up when we hadn't, when we bit our tongue. We would have done something differently. Just let this all wash away. Invite in an acceptance that what's done is done. And you're becoming a new version of yourself in every moment. And lean into this element of trust that you did the best you could with what you had in the moment. Moving up to your mouth, your nose, always taking a second to recognize your breath. Our breath is the only thing that follows us through every stage of life. It's with us from the first second we enter Earth to our last breath. Taking a moment to know we can always reconnect to our life force. Feeling this grounding earth energy working your way up to your eyes, to your crown, where you get all your intuitive insights. And you now have invited this recycled energy flow from feet to crown, from your root chakra to your crown chakra. And through your crown, you also have the ability to connect to the cosmic energy. So when I think about cosmic energy, I just think about the stars, I think about the constellations, think about the unknown, all the universes out there, all the sky, all the magic that we know about through pictures, but maybe we can look at the sky, but universes and galaxies unknown and far away. And you can imagine little antennas coming out of your head, similarly to how you have roots coming out of your ground, out of your feet. You have antennas coming out of your head. And with these antennas, I invite you to connect to a constellation, universe. This could be universal energy, just the cosmos, whatever speaks to you. And now you are simultaneously grounded and rooted and connected to the stars. And with this, you can draw forth any creative insights. I like to imagine little dazzling stars. And just connect this, and you can see this cosmic energy coming in through the crown of your head and the grounding energy still supporting you. So you just have this mix of energies going on through your body, and it's just giving you an energetic cleanse and kind of cleaning things out a little bit. Think about your intention for where you'd like to go for these next 6 months. Recognizing that it's okay not to have it figured out, and that you're exactly where you're meant to be right now. My intention for you is to invite forth possibility-based thinking. Thinking about the next 6 months from a place of what can go right, what's going to work out for you, where are you going to improve. Always connecting to your breath when you need to kind of really ground that energy. So I invite you now, as you're sitting here, we're going to invite one final energy in to kind of chef's kiss, clear things out. And this is your gold sun. Everyone has a unique energetic imprint that represents the true essence of your soul. And so with this gold sun, you can just feel the warmth of it on your body as you're connected to the cosmos, connected to the earth. And you just feel the warmth overhead, and this is just sealing in all of the energy that you just created. And it's just help giving you an extra essence of who you truly are. It's helping you stand up taller in those moments of strength, helping you connect to yourself when you show up differently, or you put yourself in the face of a new challenge. When you feel ready, I want you to just kind of move your body a little bit. You can kind of wiggle your shoulders. You can cut the connection to the antennas. You can cut the connection to the earth. You can feel the sun moving out of the orbit around you. And all that's left is you. And think of one word for how you want to spend the rest of your day. My word just came through as intentional. So think about one word for how you want to spend the rest of your day. Because one day at a time is how you get to where you want to go. Take a deep breath in. Go ahead and release. I invite you to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, your body side to side, head side to side, and open your eyes. Thank you. So I appreciate everyone who took the time to complete the meditation. Hope that helped you reconnect to the new moon energy, and that you're feeling good and you're feeling fresh, and that this will get you to where you want to go for the next 6 months. All right. Well, thank you so much. And if you haven't gotten a chance, make sure to put your email. I'll have a link so that you can download the new moon guide, and we will go from there. So thank you so much for your time, and I will see you next time. Bye. And live video.